Hey everyone, we're back again. More makes on the Bambu p1p. This time I've decided to go ahead and organize some of my game collection. In these prints you'll see we've got, these are for NES cartridges. You can see there's a little bit of lifting in the corners here. That's probably just the state of my bed, or, it's just way too big of a print. Either way, this one is a fun one and I definitely enjoyed it. We're going to have several of these coming up. Uh, as far as all that goes, the P1P is still holding up well, and I'm happy to be printing with it. This one's definitely a long one. I found a way to prolong some prints, and the biggest way I do that is like the smallest layer line height possible. It helps stretch out my filament use. I still use a lot of filament, but it just takes longer, meaning that when I get down to the wire, I can order some more and I will have plenty of time for the next batch to show up. It does remind me, I am not endorsed by Bambu in any way, shape, or form. I just enjoy the product, and this time around I did run into a deal where the refill rolls were like $12.99 a piece or something when I bought 10 of them. So of course I bought 10 of them because that's insane and awesome for cheap. And it does well, obviously. As you can see on this next one, I don't get too much raising on the corners. There's a little bit. I might be able to adjust it to have a brim, but I don't know to where it would actually print if I did that. Either way, on the plus side, I've printed all of my NES ones now, so I don't have to worry about reprinting this until I get more games. Uh, as with always, I get in the middle of these projects, and that's just kind of what takes up the time on the printer. The latest one I've been trying to find is for Atari, like 2600 to 7800. Um, that's another set, and I found a nice modular one, which I think we'll get into in later videos. But that's the current project right now. Aside from some side prints like fish and swords, for some reason I like printing those things, so I will continue to do so. Man, it's hard to talk for 5 minutes straight when it's the same print over and over again. I do like the transition lines here, so when I do run out of filament, and we got a little bit of stringing there, but nothing too bad. But when I do run out of filament, I'm able to put in the new one, use the refill thing. The refill thing's really cool. Like, of all the things in the years of 3D printing, just tossing out spool after spool after spool, it gets kind of annoying, especially when, if you're a little bit of a hippie like me, you don't want to throw a bunch of extra plastic waste. We've got enough plastic up in this planet to last for generations. It's doing more harm than good, and it's not doing any of us any good. So, uh, when it really comes down to it, if I can avoid plastic waste, I try to. Yep, we had another fish. I like that fish. It's fun, and I don't know, it feels weird, and it's one that I enjoy. Whoever made that, kudos. You get boosted as soon as I get new tokens. Speaking of, I haven't seen many tokens lately. I don't know if that's just me screwing up on my account or what it is, but the boost tokens haven't been coming as frequently as what I remember. It was a neat little incentive, and I wish that it was more frequent. But anyway, so when you have to replace the filament, um, the current spool just kind of twists off, right? It comes out into two pieces. There's a little notch, and your refills have a little notch in them. And it just slides into place, locks down, and they've got four plastic pieces that keep the spool in one piece so you're not running into an unfortunate one that 3D printing people, well, we tend to run into every once in a while, especially as we're trying new filaments. Um, some some companies, they don't ensure that there's no binding uh, in their filament roll, and when you run into that, your filament roll will unroll so far, and then it gets caught up on itself like its own little knot. Here we go. This is the Atari. But, well, it's one of the Ataris. I tried like several different prints on the Ataris. This one, it looks good, but it's not very modular. It kind of leans back. You can't stack it, and I can't really do that. Anyway, as you're doing uh, as that happens, you know, your whole roll gets wasted, your print gets wasted, because your filament will sit there and get caught, and you can't do anything about it, especially if you're not sitting there watching it like a hawk. And these things run for, you know, hours and days. Either way, there we go, 5 minutes. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.